Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka. I'm an empath. And, well, I already did a video today, but I wanted to do this other one because I remembered more stuff I wanted to talk about. But right now I hate my hair, so I'm trying to find something that we can cover it up because I can't stand looking at it. Yep, if I stay in my bits, that's for sure. We're all settling in, listening to a little Wyclef John. He'll be gone till November. That's a sad story, you know. Man, so many people are getting their sad stories. I love stories because they're so, I don't know, they give me insight to people and why they act the way they act, and, you know, what might scare them and trigger them and stuff like that. You know, I've had a lot of stories, you know, people are like ignorance and bliss and out of sight is out of mind, and I've seen a lot of, I don't know, I don't know what other people have seen, you know, so I don't know, because I never really talked about these stories until I started doing these videos. I mean, I tell to my friends or whatever, but, so I don't know how many 6-year-olds are, you know, are walking up to their mom as their as her mom's boyfriend's trying to help my mom up because her and her boyfriend got in a fight, and she was like out for the count. We lived on the second story, and I'm walking up to her, reaching out to her, and he's looking right at my face, and I'm looking at him, and he just freaking foot to her hip and kicked her off the second floor balcony at her land, you know. And then they do this thing because I just charge and I just stick their hand out and let me swing, and it's just like, you know, I fight myself into exhaustion. Yeah, I don't know how many 6-year-olds that happens to. But the thing of it is, I'm not whining or complaining or stuff like that, you know. And I remember the first time I saw my neighbor friend, I was a little older. I was probably 13, 12, junior high. We lived in the hotel still. It's like the Bates Motel. It's one of those alongside the interstate. Yeah. The interstate can sound like the ocean. It really can. It can sound like waves if you let your imagination go. Anyway, our neighbor Randy used to take us fishing up at Shasta Lake. I remember he had too much to drink and mouthed off too much and came beating on the door asking for help because he got beat up, and I couldn't see Randy under there through all the swelling and stuff like that, you know. And I've grown up around a lot of violence and stuff like that, and so a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of strife, and through it all I found, you know, that with all of that, all people are trying to do is find peace and quiet and stillness within them. All, like Randy and his drinking, he was just trying to find peace and stillness within him. You know, I've tried to find it for years with alcohol, and all it did is bring me lower in my spirits and took me lower vibrationally and into places that, you know, aren't safe for women. A lot of women get caught up and get carried away, and they never see their families again because of places that those low vibrational things, you know, people chase sensations. They're chasing sensations. It's weird to me because I've been single. I'm 45 this year, and I've been single. Longest relationship I was in was 3.5 years, and I was not happy. I was near 200 pounds, and I thought I was, and I was not happy. And my point is, you know, I chase sensations and experiences, and look at me, I fit in. Look at me, I'm like the Joneses. Look at me, I'm like you. Don't you recognize you and me? Because I am you and you are me. Still, why people didn't see me, because I don't buy into that stuff. I talk like this. This is how I talk. This is how I share with my friends. Open communique. You hurting? Things crazy to you? Come share with me. I'm not gonna make fun of you or judge you or ridicule you. I know life is hard and scary because people are going through things left and right. Tornadoes, floods, soon hurricanes, earthquakes, volcano in there, you know. Intermittently trying to live life and embrace it. Those are not the sensations that people are looking for. But people compromise themselves so much to chase sensations. They lose themselves completely and fully. Whether taking the breath from their life, which is life by drinking. It removes your breath, oxygen from your blood. It literally takes your spirit. Makes you do things you never would have thought you'd do, but you did. It was you. Anyway, so people are coming to accountable right now. All the sewing, it's like, as the cycle, it's like, time moves in a spiral and it spins around and around. Okay, before I don't want to go off on that because I want to talk about the chase and the sensation. I think about, I'm old-fashioned. I am old-fashioned. I believe in courting and, spending time in ice cream socials and not freaking doing it for 90 days. I did that. I think I was like a week short. So no, I didn't do that, but I will, because if people waited to see what they were getting in bed with most of the time, they will just thank themselves later that they didn't, but they don't wait because they're chasing the sensation. They're chasing that sensation for what? Everyone's different. 6 seconds, 8 seconds, a few seconds, it's that release. It's that release, but people don't understand. You can freaking meditate and get that sensation. It was after my crown chakra, my pituitary gland was at 2015, freaking broke open. I thought I had an aneurysm. Finally, after day 6, I went to the doctor. They said, I called the triage nurse, and they called me back and I answered a series of questions, and they said, you just need to come in right now. And so I did, and they did a CAT scan. That was that's when it started. My pituitary gland was enlarged, and that was the beginning of my spiritual awakening. But it was like, and I was single. That was my year of taking me on dates and all that stuff, just being good to me, because it was when that 3.5 year relationship ended. So I was single, but I had so much kundalini energy. And the year that I moved out here, that year that I was drinking, I know is a kundalini energy. I mean, it's like full freaking body. It's like, it got to the point, and I'm not even trying to be cocky or any air at all, but it got to the point sometimes that life force energy, that kundalini energy, flows through much. It's like a full body orgasm, and it just keeps going and going. And yeah, it feels good, but too much of a good thing isn't even a good thing. It's like, this is enough is enough, and then I gotta go freaking walk off some energy, gotta get it out. And that's the thing, is a lot of times people, their bodies are raising in vibration, but they dip dirty. They get twisted. The spiritual stuff that they should be using for good and positive, they get dirty and just start trying to put parts in places that you shouldn't be tampering with, because you're messing with energy fields. Anyway, people are learning. Y'all are learning. Y'all are getting it. 7 chakras. Yeah. People are waking up. People are getting it. I hear the vibe talking. So, I don't know. I'm hearing more of the same. There's a lot of Vedic astrology, a lot of fiery energy, and kind of out of practice being around, at social events, and I used to go all the time. When I lived in Omaha, I went to everything. I just take my camera and put on my earphones and just go. I'd park on the side streets, walk a few blocks. Or actually, when I lived in Omaha, I worked right downtown, and I had freaking rockstar parking because of where I worked. That was kind of funny. I watched The End of God, that last, I get pretty sentimental at the end of shows, because I look at the story, and I track these actors throughout the 8 years, and I'll keep tracking them in their life and stuff, and I wish Mr. Cat, I wish him well. I see he's taking spent some time off, I could help him for fun and for free. That's the thing. I wouldn't. These practitioners that are trying to help people for $120,000 a month, fuck you and shame on you. Yeah. Yeah. Hurricanes are a-coming. I think they're in Connecticut. I don't know. That place, man, where he's at, that's just fucking wrong. That's people gouging, doing it wrong. When you can, there's free stuff to help people with their troubles. That's what I'm trying to do here. Freaking charge people 6 figures for 1 month to make them better, to feed your egos. You're gross. That anyway. Get. I just thought it was interesting because the security guard. I always look at logos. I'm always looking at logos for representation. He had a G4S logo, and I have one of the hoodies up there because I was the IT department, the USA IT department for a year and a half. So I was there in spirit. Yeah, I would have made friends with a lot of those people if I was in security there. But I'm doing security a little bit different. Excuse me. That's about all I got for now. I hope you all have a rad night. Peace.